Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got 3 true scary Halloween horror stories animated by MGV Animations. You already know the deal. Follow me up over this here and they get tapped on my social. Without further ado, we just gonna get right to it.
My friend was throwing a Halloween party with her sorority, and she'd invited me and a couple of other guys. It was a low-key event. Only a couple dozen people would be there, but I preferred that type of scene, so I was excited about it. I was running about an hour late, but I was sure nobody would be there until at least an hour after it started, so I wasn't too worried. My costume was lazy, just the first thing I saw at Party City, a firefighter with a bloody axe. I called an Uber around 7 and let everyone know I was on my way. My driver pulled up in a trash Kia, missing its front bumper and windows tinted nearly pitch black. He rolled down his window and called my name. The guy was wearing sunglasses.
Is your Uber Uncle Ruckus? Why this nigga got vitiligo?
Even though it was completely dark out, and he had a nasty rash on his face. He had oily, matted hair that clung to his sweaty face. I hesitated a bit before getting in the car, but decided I was being too judgmental and got in. The ride was quiet.
Get in, man. It's not even that serious, bro.
Right at first, but then he asked me about my costume. I told him I was on the way to a Halloween party and had to get something last minute. He laughed this awkward, squeaky laugh and told me he'd never been to a party. He went into this monologue about how he never said more than a few words throughout high school, and that people wouldn't even look at him.
Damn.
He started to get mad just remembering it, and hit the steering wheel.
Hey, yo, you straight, my nigga? Like, oh God, like, bro, you straight, bro? Nigga, I'm just trying to get to my party, bro. You out here tweaking and shit, man.
Then his forehead, while in the middle of his story. He was barely paying attention to the road, and I was sure we were going to crash. I told him it was all right and begged him to keep his eyes on the road.
Yeah.
He managed to chill out after a bit and apologized. As we pulled up, he didn't unlock my door for a while and just stared at the house. He muttered something about missing out on life and finally unlocked my door.
Alright, bro, let me teleport to the crib, bro. This nigga being weird, bro. Not unlocking my doors and shit.
After I got out, he stayed parked in front of the house until I walked into the living room. The party was mellow. I started drinking immediately to get in a better mood after that guy ruined my spirits. A few drinks in and I was starting to have fun again. The girls who invited me were singing karaoke on the TV, and my friend was jamming out on the guitar. A couple of games of beer pong later, and I had all but forgotten that miserable Uber ride. That was when, around 10, I noticed someone new sitting in the living room. It was a tall, stocky man in a hoodie and a mask of Jason from Friday the 13th. I wondered who had invited him, seeing as everyone was accounted for. The guy sat in complete silence in the corner of the living room while the party went on around him.
Who does nigga think he is? Itachi just sitting in a chair, bro.
Eventually,
Order for me.
I asked Rachel, my friend hosting the party, who he was. She looked at me, confused, and said that the guy told everyone he was invited by me. At that point, I was past confused and started to get creeped out. I walked up to where he was sitting and quietly watched the party go on around him. He didn't pay attention to me, even though I was standing over him. I went to tap him on the shoulder to get his attention, and he grabbed my arm before I could touch
the Uber. You ain't slick, folk. You were not slick.
I went to tap him
I know that rash, dummy.
on the shoulder to get his attention, and he grabbed my arm before I could touch him and squeezed. I yelped and tugged my arm back. He let go and went back to staring at the party. I yelled at him, asking what his problem was, but he stayed completely quiet. Everyone stopped partying and was watching us. I told him to tell me who he was or get out, and he stood up, almost a head taller than me. I wasn't exactly short, but this guy was huge. There was a machete attached to his waist, which I was praying was a prop for his costume. Everyone stopped partying and was watching us. The whole party was dead silent. The guy walked to the middle of the room, put his head in his hands, and started sobbing. Some of his hair spilled out of his hood. It was familiar, black, oily, just like the Uber drivers.
Bro, I got my shirt on, bro.
We all backed up, while his sobbing turned into screaming. The man grabbed the machete from his waist and pointed it at me. His voice was hard to make out through the mask, but he said something about how it wasn't supposed to be like this. He took the machete and threw it at the TV, shattering the screen. before running out of the house and down the street. Nobody chased him. We all just stood.
You got ignored in high school. You was doing shit like this. Like, I'm not a victim blaming ass nigga. I'm not one of those. It's like, you out here, you could have just gone into the party, try to talk some people, get a couple drinks, get to chilling, you know what I'm saying? Get on your phone, talk to the hoes, bro. You could have had so much. Nigga, you got a Jason costume, bro. It was a good costume. You know, the hoes fuck with Jason, bro. But no, you want to sit stiff as fuck and ruin the party for... Get the fuck out, man.
Stood there in stunned silence. I was pumped full of adrenaline after genuinely thinking I was about to die. The first person to break the silence was Rachel, asking if she should call the cops, but there wasn't much of a point. We all left right after that, but I didn't call an Uber. I'm not sure if that guy was my driver.
Yo, can you take me home? You gotta ask someone, yo, take me home. I'll pay you some gas money.
But I can't think of any other good explanation. He was seriously crazy, and I'm just glad nobody got hurt. But I know things could have gone much worse. So since then, I've gotten a lot more cautious about whose car I get in. Even though we were way too old to be trick-or-treating, my friend Jason sent our group chat a text asking if we all wanted to get together in costume and hit up a few houses for free candy.
Bro, you a grown-ass man. Grown-ass nigga. Just buy the candy, bro. I know you gotta probably do something crazy to get money nowadays, but bro, just buy it. Or just don't eat candy because that's just bad for you.
I heard from Jason in a few days, so it was a bit of a
22 trick-or-treating, bro.
Surprise. We all agreed that it could be fun, and planned to meet in one of the neighborhoods known to have the best candy, even though it was a bit remote. I was feeling lazy with my costume, so I dressed up in a black sheet and mask to go as the Scream guy. When we met up, most of my friends had similar ideas, with a Barack Obama and a Joker. The odd one out was Jason. Well, I assumed it was Jason, because he was the only one whose face I couldn't make out. Jason was wearing nothing but a black bodysuit covering everything, including his face and some torn-up clothes covered in fake blood. The fact that the costume was so bad made it the most unnerving costume of any of us. We got going around the block. There was only a dozen
No, it's not a costume, nigga.
or so houses on the entire street, so we took our time to talk and mess around. There were a few weird looks from the people answering the doors, but they still gave us candy before we left. One house had a big basket
at the door asking for candy shouldn't be the same height as me, bro.
Filled with oversized candy bars. I took 2, but the rest of my friends emptied the entire thing except for Jason. Jason actually hadn't said a word the entire time. Eventually, we ran out of houses on that block and had to decide what was next. Kyle, the guy dressed as the Joker, suggested we find another block and get even more candy. I was kind of done with trick-or-treating by then. It did feel childish, especially after seeing how everyone reacted to us being there. Jason finally spoke up for the first time that night. His voice was muffled, so it was a bit hard to understand him. His voice was also deeper than usual, but I figured that was also the costume. He took out his bag and told us that he'd stolen alcohol from his parents and said we should go drink at the park. I wasn't big on drinking, but I figured it was a special occasion, so I might as well let loose for a bit. As we came to an agreement, Jason said he knew a spot where we could drink and eat our candy and that he'd lead us there. I was the only one getting a weird vibe, but after everyone else agreed to it, I gave in and decided to follow Jason. We ended up on a trail that started at the end of the block. It was dark, and the only light came from our phones. We walked for around 20 minutes before finally making it to a spot in the canyon off trail. It was an opening under a canopy of bushes. The place was filled with trash and old beer bottles. There was also a sleeping bag and some broken glass pipes in the dirt. I asked Jason if this was really the place he was thinking of, and he nodded, pointing to the view of the sky through the canopy. It was really nice, I had to admit. The stars were in full view, and the moon was bright enough that I could see everything. We started drinking the stolen vodka. Jason just sat back and watched us through the black face covering.
Jason roofied all y'all niggas.
We got more and more drunk. Kyle and Drew were wobbling around like idiots, and I was starting to feel it too.
Yeah, bro, let's all go in the forest and get drunk. This is a great idea.
We were making way too much, considering that there were houses just outside of the canyon.
Dumb as fuck.
As it got later, I knew it was time to head out, but I was starting to feel really out of it. Way more than I should have with how much I had drank. The world started to get hazy.
Yeah, y'all got roofied. All y'all niggas finna wake up in the back of a van.
Looked over to find
Y'all
Kyle
gonna
and
be
Drew
GGs,
both
man.
passed out. Jason stood up for the first time and stood over me. I mumbled, asking him what he was doing, and he knelt down over me, inches from my face. I wanted to struggle, but my body wasn't listening. Jason reached out to touch my face, but as he brushed my skin, 3 flashlights shone on the trail and down into our area. Jason, well, by then I was doubting it was Jason at all, got up and ran off just as 3 people hopped down into our camp. I passed out as the officer approached me. The next day, we found out that Jason had lost his phone 3 days before, meaning he wasn't the one sending those texts.
Yeah, Jason
he wasn't
was at the crib. Jason like, I don't know where y'all was at, but I was at the crib chilling.
the one with us that night. Whoever that guy was, he'd spiked our drinks and had something planned for us once we were unconscious. I hope he just wanted to rob us, but I think it might have been something worse. That was the last year I went trick-or-treating. The fun was completely gone, and I couldn't get the feeling of that guy pretending to be Jason touching me out of my head. We never talked much about the incident, and the police never found out who the guy was. I hope he gets caught eventually, and that I never run into him for the rest of my life. Halloween storms always carry extra intensity, as if they somehow match the mood of that day in the year. I remember how powerful the thunder was, the windows rattling and the lights flickering. Even modern conveniences yield to nature, I guess. That night, however, had more to do with the supernatural than anything else. I still get goosebumps when I think about it. My parents were at a party the year this happened, so I decided to have 3 friends over while they were gone: Liam, Sophie, and Josh.
Bruh, Liam looked like a goddamn serial killer, nigga.
We didn't feel like going trick-or-treating that night. So we ended up in the basement playing a dusty old board game. It's kind of funny how we found ourselves playing it despite
Let
my
me guess,
uncle's
it's gonna be fucking Luigi board. I'm seeing, what, 4 Caucasians, bro. Y'all, they finna do some dumb shit. Watch this, bro.
My uncle joked to me once saying, "Never touch that board or you'll be cursed."
I fucking knew it was gonna be a Luigi board, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know why. Bro, I watched Bruce do, he did a Luigi board. I watched motherfucking one of the Horror Shorts parties videos. They did Luigi board. All right, what's with y'all? To all the people that watch this, bro, why do y'all like Luigi boards? And it's always Caucasians. Like, I'm not even trying to be on no racist shit. It's like, why?
There we were.
Because I know these 3, she probably on some Mulan Asian shit. But, definitely Caucasian.
Regarding his advice. I thought my uncle was just pulling my leg, so I figured we were safe to play it. We sat around a
Like,
folding
is this
table.
is this like the white version of Spades? What the fuck? Like, why, bro? Like, what board game requires candles and you to be in this goddamn meditating Indian position? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Lit a few candles because the power was
Look how evil she look, bro. She too excited, my nigga. Hell
Functioning.
no.
and put the little pointer at the center of the board. The game was new to all of us.
He's finna be mad. And then
Liam
niggas
was
wanna get
brave.
mad when demons start popping out. Dogs start dying. Niggas' elbows start bending all type of ways. Cause no, y'all wanna play with this demon shit. I don't play that, bro.
To get us started.
If I'm hanging with any of my partners, they ain't talking about like, yo, bro, we out the Luigi board. Nigga, I'm out that bitch. I'm out that bitch, and as soon as I get to the crib, I'm on the way home listening to some Bible verses, nigga. As soon as I get home, the Lord is my shepherd. He guides me through waters. Nigga, I'm listening to that shit as soon as I get to the crib.
Is anyone there? He spoke dramatically, as if to imply that the task of questioning the board was frightening. The pointer scraped slowly to Y, then E, then S. We laughed out loud. Sophie quipped playfully, "Nice try, Josh." We assumed he was the one who moved the pointer. It seemed as though silly questions rolled right off our tongues. Will I fail math? Will Sophie marry a rock star? The responses from the pointer on the board made us crack up even harder. I almost forgot the storm outside by this point. The water dripping
Yeah, the demons, nigga, that's the demons calling through.
from the basement ceiling
Dumbass.
to a rusty pan below didn't even faze me. Then, something strange happened. Without anyone asking, the pointer shifted again, this time on its own. It went from B to U, spelling Behindyu. Behind you. Our laughter was cut short. How did that... Josh turned quickly when the pointer landed, expecting something.
Nah, don't be scared now. Don't be scared now. Nah, what y'all scared for? Nah, y'all thought y'all wanted to play with demons and shit. Y'all wanted to talk to goddamn Lucifer and all that. Nah, don't be scared now. Nah, it's too late. Trying to be all scary and shit. Oh, the demons. Fucking idiot, bro. Fucking idiot, bro.
Or someone to be there. All we saw was the furnace looming in the shadows. I couldn't believe it. I knew I saw the pointer move to those words, but there wasn't any logical explanation for it. Okay, which one of you? I started. Before I could finish, though, we all heard a heavy thunk rattle through the pipes overhead. Nobody moved a muscle. We all made eye contact. And then
regret decisions. Nah, it's too late, bro. Y'all wanted to talk to demons, bro. That's what y'all fucking get. Cause y'all are dumb. Y'all are fucking idiots, and y'all want to talk to these damn demonic entities and shit. Y'all, nah, that's what y'all get, bro. That's what y'all wanted, right? This what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted Satan to talk to y'all, cause bro, nah. Don't be trying to be all, oh no, the demons, fucking idiot. That's what you niggas get, bro.
Liam suggested.
I understand why y'all can't just play Uno, Monopoly, motherfucking. Play spades or something, nigga. Goldfish. Play 2K, COD, Madden, fucking Twister. Just play normal. Play something regular motherfuckers play. Why y'all gotta do this demon shit? What's wrong with y'all?
Convincing, his voice cracking from the uncertainty in his belief. Old house, right? Then another noise. This time it was light.
Niggas is going crazy on this J channel. 732 in the last 48. Appreciate y'all, man.
Like a shoe scuffling the concrete.
Shout out to all the people that watch and or comment. Appreciate y'all, man.
What was that? Sophie was the next to speak.
That's a hollow.
But basements don't have wind. She said it intensely but quietly, as if to get her attention without disturbing someone in the next room.
That's a demon.
I grabbed the flashlight cautiously.
Don't be scared now. Nah, that's what y'all niggas wanted.
And surveyed the room. Boxes, shelves, and the furnace. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's just pack it up, Josh suggested. Wait, I said. I had to know how. One more question. I placed my fingers on the pointer, and then I asked the board, "Who are you?" It moved instantly, without hesitation. This can't be good. S-T-A-Y. Stay. Suddenly, the candle flames bent sideways, as if someone had breathed on them to put them out. A chilling draft cut through the room, goosebumps forming on my arms. We're done, Sophie snapped, standing up as she tried to grab the board.
Nah, it's too late, bro.
But before she could.
Why y'all looking scary, bro? Nah, what happened to all that giggling y'all was doing? Nah, don't be scared now, nah, y'all want to be all scary and shit, bro. Nah, bro, don't be scared now. That's what y'all niggas wanted, right? Y'all wanted this. Y'all looked forward to this shit. Y'all was happy, bro. Especially your girl right here, man. 1346, bro. A couple minutes ago, you was cheesing. Left to fucking right. Look. Happy. Cheesing. Chompers out.
But there we were. Leg. So I figured it was because the power...
Look, like, yeah, we gonna summon him. Nah, don't be scared now, shit. Told you dumb up cause to not do this. But y'all grown asses want to summon this.
It stirred. It appeared darker, like it was just another space in the room.
Accept your fate,
Only
bro.
This was pitch black.
Don't try to run now, nigga.
But then that darkness shifted,
Too late.
lifting, stretching.
See, now you got
and a
niggas
shape
generating
take
your
form.
crib, bro.
It was
You got
taller than any of us, and its head scraped the low beams. The others didn't get a clear look at it, but I did. The outline. It had a face, pale and featureless, like chalk.
Now y'all got the return the slab motherfucker in your crib, bro. It's done, bro. Nah. That's what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted this, so don't try to run now.
I felt my chest drop. Then the flashlight flickered out. No, no, no. I should have listened to my uncle. I should have listened to my uncle, I thought.
See,
Whatever.
now you're gonna have to pay a preacher, a Baptist to bless the house, get all the demons out. You're gonna have to pray every day.
It was alone with us in the
You're
dark.
gonna have to throw that bitch in the trash and then burn it. Like, it's cooked.
I heard a whisper. It was Liam, petrified, saying run. We bolted to the stairs, heavy steps striking the concrete behind us. I knew the figure was gaining on us, but I couldn't force myself to look back. Josh shoved Sophie up the stairs ahead of him, and I was the last one to make it to ground level. I slammed the basement door. At first, I was surprised by silence. Then the knob twisted. I immediately grabbed it tightly before the door could fully open, as my heart pounded
Someone grab like a chair or like a bookshelf.
like it would break free from its cage. The figure we saw yanked the door harder than human hands should. Just when I thought the door would give way, there was silence. I didn't hesitate any longer. I signaled to Sophie to grab the phone in the kitchen.
Folk finna jump through the window.
She dialed 911 frantically, informing the operator of what we had just witnessed.
If I was the operator and I hear this, all right, what's going? Oh, a scary entity. An entity. How this going? We play Luigi. Hang up on your ass. This is what y'all. Nah. Don't try to call for me when y'all doing this. Man.
My friends huddled in fear as I kept a hand on the doorknob at all times. Minutes later, a police officer arrived, and as if on cue, the power miraculously came back on. We felt dread as the police officer stepped down into the basement, the place from which we had narrowly escaped. He flicked on the light and began rummaging through boxes and shelves, peering at the furnace. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. No one was there, at least not anymore. There were no other footprints either. The dusty floor hadn't picked up a trace of other footsteps except for our scramble to the door. The police officer concluded the premises were clear of any other presence, his tone condescending. He looked at us as if he didn't believe our account.
Yeah, I don't. What the fuck is y'all doing?
But didn't have the audacity to call us liars. After the
wasting my time and shit, bro. I was chilling with my girl. Man.
Police officer established we were safe. We dragged the game out to the trash, recovering our wits as best as we could. We didn't say much. It wasn't long before their parents arrived to pick them up. I had to wait in that house alone, my parents still out. And by this time, the storm had died. The candles had burned out.
I don't even feel
and the
bad
basement
for y'all,
door
man. Y'all deserve this, bro. Y'all are getting stupid.
was still closed.
Some of the Luigi boards. and
That
shit.
night was hard to sleep. Whatever I saw might still be there.
Good. You
I
deserve
didn't tell
this,
my
man.
parents yet, but I decided the next morning
Nigga, you are at bare minimum high school doing this shit. Lock it in.
I would prove to myself it was nothing.
Like, niggas ain't got Jenga. Niggas ain't got Monopoly. They don't got 2K, COD, Minecraft, fucking Cuphead, Universe 2, Sparking Zero, Shinobi Strikers, nigga.
As the sun rose,
Nah, we don't want to do. Those games aren't good enough. We need to start summoning demons. We need to summon Lucifero and fucking Libe off Black Clover and shit. That's what we
illuminated
need
the
to do.
valley. I looked for the game in the
And
trash.
Summoning
The only problem
Shishios and shit.
was it wasn't there. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, it's a fucking
I looked
demon board.
and looked. I finally found it, back on the table, in the basement, with the pointer in the center.
Yeah.
How did it?
Yeah. See, now you're gonna have to move, bro.
Before I could answer that
The whole house up for everybody.
thought, I saw a single word spelled out on the board. I still get the shivers. All it spelt was S-T-A-Y.
Yeah. Demon finna just be chilling, nigga. You gonna have a boy over, nigga, demon just gonna snatch his ass up. Cause you wanna play games and shit. But hey, man. Let me know what y'all, man, bro. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed. And I'm out.